Hey, what is up guys? Phila coming at you with a quick little video going over my new Harpy playmat in a lot more detail. Now this is featured in the newest update for my Harpy profile for March 2019. Obviously in that video I couldn't give you a full rundown of the playmat due to time constraints. I wanted to keep the video under a specific time limit, so I wanted to do another video here quickly just going over the playmat in more detail and then talking to you a little bit about it in terms of the artwork. And obviously it's an Asia convention mat, so it's going to have the OCG artwork, and we get to see the artworks of Oracle and Perfuma in much greater detail, so we can talk about, you know, censorship and how they were changed, if as well as particularly how Mai was changed, because this is the artwork of Mai that is featured on the box of Sisters of the Rose. So obviously it's Mai, it's a female character, so she's a very seductive kind of looking character, so they obviously have to change things about her when she comes to the TCG. So starting off guys, we have down, I'm going to start with the text down the bottom here. So we have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Official card game logo. So the Yu-Gi-Oh! So the kanji for Yu-Gi-Oh! We have official card game, katakana, and we also have dual monsters written here in katakana as well. I don't know why we've got dual monsters down there, but I guess probably because like it's maybe referencing the fact that the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series is referred to as Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Monsters. I think that might be it. That's pretty cool actually. And then of course we have Asia convention exclusive here. So obviously this mat, to my knowledge, was only available at conventions in Singapore and Malaysia. And it's also one of the only two official Harpy playmats that I'm aware of. I do know, pretty sure that TCG only has one official Harpy mat, and that is the Harpy Channeler mat. Love to get that mat one day because of how much I love Harpy Channeler. I do believe that this might be the only official OCG Harpy playmat. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, please forgive me, but you know, let me know in the comments below so I can definitely do some research on them. So over here on the left, we do have Harpy Perfuma, obviously shown in her OCG artwork. And of course, what we've seen with the newer Harpies as well, in terms of the censorship, is that they only really, you know, show the skin on the top half of their body, which I think is cool. They always kind of have like the spandex going on the bottom half. Obviously on the TCG versions of the cards, they do cover up all the skin with spandex. I mean, they've gotten better at it. Like, there are monsters like Harpy Queen and Harpy Girl with the censorship that looks absolutely dreadful. But now, the censorship does actually look okay on this. You know, if you hadn't seen the OCG artwork or you didn't know that the Harpies were in fact censored, you probably wouldn't notice because it keeps the same color scheme, which is really nice. And the pink the pink and green do actually look really, really nice together. As well. So obviously we know that Perfuma and Oracle are references to Mai's aroma strategy that she uses when she comes in to dual monsters in episode, what is it, 5 I think? Mai duels Joey in episode 5 or something. She shows up in episode 3 I think and beats Rex using this aroma strategy, and of course she has that as a skill in Duel Links and Speed Duels as well. Which is pretty cool. Obviously, we've got the nice perfume bottle there because Mai sprays all her cards with perfumes. I do think that's a really cool thing. And I talked about this in other videos, but when they do the Legendary Duel stuff, they do try to make the monsters for the archetype themed around the character who plays them. And that's something that I love about the attention to detail in those specific sets. And obviously the Harpies are no different here, which is great. And then of course on the other side we have Harpy Oracle. Now Harpy Oracle's artwork is very reminiscent in terms of like the way she's posed, is very kind of reminiscent to Harpy Lady 2, which is what I like, where you have like the wing covering a lot of her body, so you don't really see too much of the skin, and it's a little more seductive when you see less. Now of course she only has her skin showing down here, and of course I do believe it's a bit hard to see on the actual card itself, but she does have a little bit of skin showing under here as well, which obviously is set to mirror Harpy Perfuma. Now it's hard to see on the actual TCG card, but I think they just made the wing a little bit bigger, or they darkened it a little. Again, you wouldn't really notice that they're censored if you didn't know. They actually did a really good job of keeping these ones look nice while censored. And then of course the blue purple's color scheme is great. And one thing I love, you know, of course she's got the crystal ball here, which is really cool. And then one thing I really love about Oracle specifically is like on her little guard about here, she does have a little love heart. I think that's a really cute touch to show that yes, they're a girly archetype, you know, they're fierce monsters that are gonna rip you to shreds, but they're still a cute little girly archetype when it comes down to it. So they do have no love hearts, and which is really cool. Something that you don't really see on the Harpies a lot because they're all about seduction and, you know, being ferocious and fierce, and just seeing that cute little love heart is something that I really like about it. Then moving back on to Mai herself. Now this is the artwork of Mai from Sisters of the Rose box art. You can see here, of course, that she has have the cleavage sort of stuff going on. But of course, because it's the TCG, they do in fact censor that. So it's very similar to what happened to Dark Magician Girl. You can see that they've actually made them a little bit smaller as well. But again, that's not really an issue. I don't have an issue with that. I just have an issue, you know, with them like kind of like removing the lines so they're not as pronounced. I mean, they're still kind of there from the shadow, so it's not as bad, but it's still something to point out that despite the fact that Mai is able to show all this skin, but her monsters aren't in the TCGs. You can see here she's actually showing the skin, but why do they go to the effort of like censoring everything? Of course, we do know Mai's pretty infamous for having a much longer skirt. It's a bit hard to see on the box art, but I do believe the skirt's been lengthened as well a little bit. But I mean, that's just, I mean, that's okay, I guess. But anyway, guys, this mat is absolutely gorgeous. The foiling's great. Sorry if this wasn't the video that you really wanted to see, but I definitely wanted to do a little video going over it. Like I said, if you like the video, I mean, like and subscribe. It's just a little thing for me to talk about it, like how some history about it. As far as I know everything, that's everything I know about it. If you guys have any more information about it you'd like to share, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. Are you interested in picking one of these up for yourself? Or do you have one already for yourself? Please let me know, because, and would you like to see more of these mats that feature, you know, the iconic female characters with their monsters? I know there's the Akiza Black Rose mat, which is absolutely gorgeous. Would you like to maybe see something like Serena and her Lunalights? Or, for example, Anna Kaboom and her trains would be pretty hilarious. See, I'd love to see Dora and Anna, or Gustav Max and Anna Kaboom on the same mat, which would be pretty cool. Or even, you know, you normally only really see the protagonists and their monsters, or the antagonists, you never really see, or like the rivals, you never really see like the supporting major female characters who have them. Yeah, guys, that is it for the little video talking about the playmat. I hope you guys did enjoy it. As we've uploaded this video, like I said in the Harpy profile, we are 18 subs away from the 200 subs. So if you would really like to sub to this channel, I would really appreciate it, guys. I would love to hit the 200 mark. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, keep an eye out for future Harpy videos that we will be using this playmat. If this does go up before the Harpy deck profile, please check out the Harpy deck profile when it comes out, or if it's done in the other way, the profile comes out first before this. Feel free to check out the profile as well. But yeah, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you for my next video.